What's up, agents, and welcome back to another vendor reset video. It's the 24th of June 2025. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you like these videos, and let's get straight into it at the base of operations. There's nothing really good here apart from maybe this Murakami backpack. It's got repair skills and skill damage rolled on it right from the rip. You could change the talent to whatever you want. Skill damage isn't perfect, but might be good for a measured assembly build that is rocking around at the moment. Let's move on. Checking out the clan vendor. There's a mechanical animal that just needs damage to target out of cover rolling on it. Not a lot of optimization needed. Again, maybe good for a measured assembly build that's rocking around at the moment. Umbra initiative mask, breaking point knees, foundry bulwark knees. And then we've got a UMP, which is absolutely terrible, but that is coming with the summer projects. If you've not seen my video for that, check that out. Everything else though, just not really very good at all. Maybe if you're going for some kind of LMG headshot build, this could be good, but we're really stretching, so let's just move on. Countdown vendor has got a rusty. If you're feeling a little bit rusty, you could pick this up. Perfect pressure point isn't great though, but yeah, it's there if you want it for your collection. Perfect companion chest piece, no good. We've got a Dark Winter though. This thing is absolutely amazing still. Change this to damage to target out of cover instead of damage to armor, and you are rocking. Pick one of these up if you've not got one. Let's move on.
Check it out.
Okay, so we're at the theatre, and if you want a Tsunami, you can pick one up. It's going to need a little bit of work, so fairly expensive, but Perfect Pummel actually can be pretty good in a shotgun build. Everything else though here, yeah, not the greatest this week. So let's just move on. Okay, so we're at the castle. There's a punch drunk. Definitely pick one of these up if you've not got one. It's using a load of builds and it's pretty well rolled as well. Perfect for a pistol build.
Agent requesting backup.
We've got a G28 with damage target out of cover. It needs some work, but you can put whatever talent you want on it. Maybe one for the stash for the day they might make it great. Everything else though is garbage, so let's move on. Okay, at the campus, we've got a rusty again. I think this one's a little bit better than the previous one, so maybe pick this one up instead if you're going to get yourself one. There is a China Light holster with skill damage on, so that could be pretty good. You could change the repair skills for skill haste. Everything else, though, is trash, so let's move on. DZ West has got some Emperor's Guard. These are actually pretty good. They've got Hasbro on, armor regen. You could change this to a blue core attribute. Might be worth picking these up if you want them for some kind of tank build. Got some True Patriot gloves, Virtuoso knees. There is some Legatus gloves with headshot, but probably not best in slot, so probably pass on them. Same with these Zyudoka knees. Got crit damage on, could be crit chance, crit damage fairly easily, but again, probably not best in slot. That's going to be it, so let's move on. DZ East. We've got a Night Watcher, but not the greatest rolls, so probably not worth picking up. We've got a Heartbreaker mask, but again, has to be a blue, so unless you're using it for that, not really worth picking up. We've got an ongoing directive holster. Everything else though is just kind of trash. Mods are terrible as usual, so let's move on. DZ South has just told me that they've got the best stuff in the city. Well, let's take a look. We've got Perfectly Measured, the apartment. This is a DZ exclusive. Might be worth farming a few points to pick one of these up if you've not already got one. There's a CTAR with damage target out of cover, meaning again, you can put the talent to whatever you want. Not a terrible gun, but you are going to need DZ credits. We've got a Refractor backpack, but it's blue everywhere, so probably not worth it. We've got the Acinate chest piece. Everything else is kind of meh. There is this Petrov chest here that could be used with a variety of builds. You could keep focus and go headshot, crit chance, or either way. That would work. Probably not worth picking up though, to be honest. So let's just move on. In Brooklyn, at the bridge, we have got an MP7 with Outsider. It's a shame. The gun's pretty good, but unless you're going to keep damage to armor and changing the talent, it's just not worth picking up. Everything else though, unfortunately, as always, isn't great. There is these electric gloves if you're going to go skill damage. You could put skill haste on this, or you could put status effects on, and that would kind of work for some yellow builds. Everything else though is trash, so let's move on. At the Haven vendor, which is always the most random vendor in the game, he has got stuff that is not great, but he's got a profit if you want it with perfect determined on. Just run regular determined though, it is better. We have got some China-like gloves with skill damage and status effects on, giving you a lot of options. Seems to be the theme this week, a lot of skill stuff. Let's move on to the last vendor. Looking for Roy to save us. Roy, what are you playing at? There is this X45 tactical with damage target out to cover, but it's going to need a whole lot of work. I would not recommend picking it up. We have got an Empress International backpack, but its skill health and skill damage doesn't really go well with everything else, because opportunistic and repair skills would be good if this was on a healing backpack, but it's there as an option if you really want it. And then we've got this Zeodoka holster with crit damage on, meaning it could be crit chance, crit damage, or it could be weapon handling, headshot, giving you a lot of options. Probably the best thing this week, which is saying something. No, the Dark Winter is probably the best thing to pick up. But that's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.